guys ready for the best show ever?
Welcome back.
The wrong freaking club.
Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Welcome to Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. I'm your host, Connie Henriquez, and my crazy co-host, Chrissy Bo.
What's up?
Dude,
I missed you guys.
I know. I can't. We just basically made it. And like,
I thought I was going to have to do the show with James, the videographer.
Well, I loved it when you texted me. Like, how far are you? I'm like, 7 to 10 minutes. I'm on my way, I swear.
I was hoping you weren't going to say an hour. I was like, uh-oh. Me and James will talk about how he likes filming us. how he's stressed out.
And so for the viewers to be aware, I just got back from Cape Cod.
Yes.
And actually, Jeff and I went away for a couple days. And we purposely had to come back for tonight because we had our show.
You had nice weather, too.
It was gorgeous weather, but it's so funny because when I rolled into our house today, I looked at my face and I was like, oh, man, we were on the ferry. I was up early. So you got to love makeup because I had a lot of it on.
Thanks to Clarence, right?
Clarence and Christian Dior Foundation because that's what's doing the trick.
Well, you don't look like you're tired.
Thanks.
You guys look like you guys got nice tan.
Yes. What'd
you guys do? Anything fun over there?
Well, we went to Cape Cod last year, but we went to a different part. Mm-hmm. So this year we actually went to Chatham. Where did we go? Chatham Bars.
Okay.
And so we stayed in this beautiful, beautiful resort.
Aww.
And I have to say, if you're going to go to Cape Cod, it's a lot of quaint hotels and motels. And
yeah, I've never been there.
You know, it's kind of like the Hamptons. Like, there's not many nice places. Right. But Chatham's Bars Inn was amazing. It had a pool, had a beach, had bikes, had tennis, had little cottages, and we had a great room. It was beautiful. And we have some pictures that we'll show you in a little bit.
Did you guys play tennis?
We didn't because it was a little cloudy.
Aww.
And so we didn't bring our tennis stuff.
You've been taking tennis lessons.
I know.
You could have
I know. Well, I know.
tested out your skills.
You're right. I know.
And Joseph is on a team, right?
Joseph is on a team. We're actually part of Shelter Rock Tennis Club in Manhasset.
Wow.
So shout out to them. We love them.
I don't know anything about tennis. I don't think I've ever played in my life.
Really?
Maybe I have, like as a goof. But
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, no, I have.
Yeah.
I don't think I was very good, but.
Well, if you're gonna join a club, join Shelter Rock Tennis in Manhasset.
You can play against Connie and Jeff.
A shameless plug, but hey, who cares?
So we did a lot of fun things. Last weekend, was it last weekend? We did. We went to the celebrity basketball tournament at Barclays with our good friend Michael Mack. We have that picture, right?
Yes.
He was actually playing on Team Cano, Robinson Cano, my favorite. He used to be a Yankee.
Exactly, and actually Vicky's showing right now the picture of us and Scary Jones, who we love.
We ran into Scary.
He's from Z100, and he's a big supporter of Date Night.
That's right, we love him.
He's connected with the Boom Michael Mack.
That's right, Boom Cups. He's still supposed to be on our show.
He'll be on our show.
I did his Boom Cups as my bestie of the week.
That's right, and there's Boom Cup right there, Michael
Mack. There's Mike.
Who's awesome.
Shout out to Mike. He did amazing, by the way.
I was very
I would have been so scared playing with all those celebrity.
You know what? It's interesting because you could tell he was very focused.
Yes, very.
And he's a great basketball player, which we didn't really know.
Right.
And he did an amazing job, especially, like you said, against the celebrities, where you would think sometimes a little intimidating.
Yeah.
But he did an amazing job.
And they won.
And they won. And we're very proud of him.
Team Cano. We're very proud of you.
And the other thing, which was really cool, because we own a business, so it's very exciting to see, in Barclays Center, all over the place, was entirely Boom Cups.
Yes.
So how amazing is that?
I know. It was up on the screen.
Great coverage. They did a great job. They sponsored a large portion of the event. And it was definitely...
He was the official cup.
Right. Like, it was definitely an amazing, amazing event. So kudos to them for doing such a great job.
He had a Snapchat thing, too. We got to get a date night Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we should have did it.
I'm clueless on how that works.
I still don't understand Snapchat. Someone's got to explain it to me.
There's so much social media out there.
I know.
It's like there's no time to do anything.
We got to find a 14-year-old to sit down with us and be like, can you show us how to
like,
Snapchat?
You just do it for us, okay?
Exactly. How do we get a date night Snapchat?
We have to get on that.
All right, we'll ask Boom
Cup. So congrats, Boom Cup,
yes.
Michael Mack and the team.
Michael Mack.
Great job.
We love you.
Yes.
And then we went to the Hamptons for the St. Bart's event, which I love. We went last year, and I loved it.
And we want to thank Steve Carl again.
Yes, we love you, Steve.
Steve Carl, who hooked us up and got us in, and we love Steve Carl because he's always so supportive of Date Night. He's our biggest fan, and we had a great time at the St. Bart's event. It was so hot.
So hot.
So hot. God.
Christy Brinkley was the host, right?
She was the host. She looked beautiful. She
gorgeous
looked great.
As usual.
And
I got her eye serum. I've been using it every night.
Have you?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Thank you, Christy.
It was in the goodie bag. I didn't try it yet because I'm a fan of Clarence.
I love it.
But
you should try it. It's
I'm going to try it. It's great. And what's so exciting, too, is, which we realized in the goodie bag at the St. Bart's event, They actually included Social Life magazine. And Chrissy and I normally
James, can you grab the magazine?
But for whatever reason,
it's on the chair in the Healthy Guru bag.
We didn't get it, and we got it at the in the goodie bag at St. Bart's, and it was so exciting because we saw that we were featured as one of the guests of the Healthy Guru event that we did a couple weeks prior, right?
I threw it out. You were like, I just looked through it.
Well, and it's so funny because we get so many magazines, right?
Well, there was a bunch in the goodie bag.
Right. And so, it's been so busy. We try to kind of organize, get rid of crap that we don't need. And we love Social Life magazine and we do read it, but we did get a bunch.
First of all, look how beautiful she is.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
So the eye serum is going to make us look like this.
There you go.
And I mean, it's amazing that and DJ Chef made it in here too.
DJ Chef too, who we love.
Our good friend. He's been a guest on our show, and he was the Cutthroat Kitchen champion.
That's right.
And he's right. It's so ironic that his picture made it.
It makes
right on.
sense.
I mean, it's going to be so small. I don't know if anyone's going to see it.
You can't really see it.
But how cool.
And it's a picture that we did when we were interviewing Veronica Webb.
Yes. And then there's Carlos Leon.
Yeah.
We interviewed him. We love him.
He was awesome. He was
so that's awesome.
Friendly. Yeah, so that was a great event. We had a great time. And we also, Vicki, I don't know, did you show the group shot of our Hamptons event? That's it.
Oh, I love that picture.
I love this picture. This is my new profile picture on Facebook.
Oh, did you keep it? Okay, good.
I did.
I love it.
It really is the crew of date night.
I love it.
And we had such a great time. We all went, and it was a late night. I was exhausted.
I know. And still we had to go to eat after. We ended up at the same restaurant that we did last year.
Well, it's so funny.
That's so funny.
Right. When you go to these events, first of all, it's hard to eat.
I know.
There's never a lot of food.
Right. You and I derbs. I'm like, where'd it go?
Right. Well, you and I love to eat.
It was gone in a flash.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we could eat a whole tray.
Yes.
I mean, really. So we were starving.
And drink the bar dry where no one gets anything to drink.
The best is we're at the bar, and Jeff is calling us over, and I'm like, no, I'm getting us drinks, and we're going to be, and so he's like, no, come over. So I go over finally, and I realize he's getting us all the shots.
Oh my God!
Because they were like shot girls handing out shot drinks.
I still have one in my refrigerator from Natalie. She was like, throw these in your bag. I'm like, wait.
So meanwhile, we're doing these shots, and they're cool because that should be a bestie.
All right, it's in my fridge. I'm gonna bring it. I almost threw that out.
I
got it.
At least drink it before you toss it.
I will.
So it's a shot that's like
It has a
travel shop.
Yeah, it looks like it's a travel one.
Yeah.
It has you peel it off.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
I don't know.
It's like a foil thing.
Like a Jello, but it's a shot.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. And you could save the glass.
Yeah. Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So we were doing that all night.
The girl kept just coming by us because she knew.
And hence why we were starving at the end of the night. But we had a blast.
Amazing time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Giuseppe, for driving us.
I know. Giuseppe is amazing.
And we did some interviews there. Maybe we'll...
we did. We're going to show that probably at the next show that we did.
Yeah, my good friend Michael, he gave us some dating advice.
That's great. He gave us dating advice?
Well, not us, personally.
I don't remember.
We were asking him dating questions he was answering.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
And his girlfriend looked like, what the hell is going on?
She's like, say what? And it's
Who
funny.
are these chicks?
Right. It's funny because most people hear date night and they assume that we're setting up people and that's what we do entirely. But it's really not.
Right.
And when we created date night, our original thought process was on Friday night when we originally aired, it was going to be on Friday night, you're going to be on a date with us and hang out.
Right.
And so it's so
funny.
funny.
And get inspirational and motivational.
Yeah, and have different guests. Yeah. But then it's so funny because every guy gets weird. He's like,
I know.
Are you going to hook me up?
I know. That one guy did. He's like, I'm married. We're like, we're not trying to set you up, sir. All right? We just want your advice.
Right, exactly.
From the man's point of view.
Knock it off. Yeah.
Settle that. But it was fun. We're always so busy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a meetup group coming up for anybody who wants to sign up. And our Sip and Paint event will be coming up as well.
Exactly. So we have two events. We have our Sip and Paint, which is on August 25th, which is on a Thursday night. Yep. It's in this very cool,
I love it,
awesome paint. I don't know, Sip and Paint. Like it's actually
Pinos and Palettes is the name of it. It's awesome.
It's like a store, right?
Yeah, it's a storefront, but when you walk in, it's it's just for Sip and Paint.
Yeah.
Because normally you're doing Sip and Paint in a restaurant.
Correct.
People are renting out a room.
Fun,
right. This is actually just geared toward all Sip and Paint. And they have a bar. They're playing awesome music. I love it.
It's going to be a really fun night. We already have a bunch of people who have signed up, so definitely get in now.
Yes.
Again, it's August 25th.
Space is limited.
Right, August 25th. You can go to our Facebook page, Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. You can go to Chrissy Bogue's page, Connie Henriquez's page, and you can sign up.
Yes.
It's $50, includes a free drink. We'll have some prizes.
And you get 2 wine glasses out of the deal to paint.
That's right. We're doing wine glasses.
Yeah. Yes. That's what makes it even more fun.
I know.
And then we're going to use them on the show. I can't wait.
Exactly, exactly.
And then we also have our meetup group.
And so we have a meetup group on August 18th, which is going to be at our very favorite place on Long Island, Carlisle on the Green.
Yep.
And it's going to be all about attracting, I hate the word soulmate.
All right, love.
Attracting love. Right.
Attracting the right partner,
right, because so many people don't realize that in order to attract the right partner, you have to be the right partner.
Yep.
And then you have to be really clear about who you are so you can attract who you really want.
Exactly.
And it's amazing. It's going to be really, really good. There's going to be lots of information. It's going to be really, really inexpensive just because we want people to come and hang out.
Right.
And there's going to be a cash bar too.
Yes.
Because you can't have fun without some Tito's.
We'll post the link for that where people can sign up on our Facebook page.
Right, exactly.
Tomorrow.
Exactly.
So you can look for that.
Right. And then I just want to show before we go to break and we bring out the amazing
your Start Loving Life
coach.
tip, though.
Yeah, I know, but I want to show my pictures from Cape Cod because I just came back and the place was gorgeous.
You already have them.
It was Chatham Bars, and that's Jeff and I.
That's awesome.
Of course, we have to take a selfie. Look how amazing. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's beautiful. You had beautiful weather.
And I love it because Jeff was coming from the pool, and I was standing on the deck, and he took a picture.
Aww.
And that's the ocean. It's just
gorgeous.
Such a beautiful place. If you go to Cape Cod, definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed. It's amazing.
All right, we got to go.
Yeah.
We're going to make a date night trip.
Yeah, they have cottages. Jeff and I were saying that. We're going to all go back.
Yes.
All right. So my Start Loving Life tip of the day is your mood sets the tone of everything. How amazing is that, right? And how true.
I love it.
So think about I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. So think about this. Think about how people who are cranky don't realize why their life sucks. It's really simple. Your mood sets the tone. Very often, if you're happy, you're going to have a great day. Mm-hmm. If you're cranky, you're going to have a pretty crappy day. Right. So just set the tone of the mood. Same thing if you're looking for love. If you're a cranky person, there's no way you can attract someone awesome. It's impossible. Exactly. So you got to be cool. You got to be happy. You got to be confident. That way you could attract the person that you want.
Right.
So cheer the hell up.
We don't want no losers.
No losers here. Right? Losers no apply.
And I love my bestie. I had you and I in mind when I did this one. So this app is called Hooch, and you get a free drink every day at a different restaurant or bar in your area. I love it. And you just pay $9.99 a month. So they send you.
That's a bargain.
I know. We got to really join it. I really want to go because
totally.
It's cool. Then it sends you on different new places that you've never been to, and you get a free drink out of it. And I love that they even include when you go on the website. It even says it starts early in the morning, so you could get you can get a drink early in the morning for brunch. It includes
so before work.
Right.
Awesome.
Exactly. If you have a date in the morning, before work,
that's great.
You get your free drink.
I love it.
So it's only $9.99. It's called Hooch. We put it up, right?
Yes.
We put the picture of it up.
And then it's by location, I'm guessing?
Yes, it's by location, yep. So it just goes by where you live, and they give you a different restaurant or bar in your area. We got to do it.
We're there.
One free drink a day.
I mean,
but we're gonna,
I know, we
have like 10. And I'm like, I feel nothing.
But that's amazing. It's true, though, because we tend to always go to the same places.
I know.
So it'll encourage us to go to new places.
Exactly.
Right?
Right. And we'll find our next date night event at one of these places.
Nice, bestie. All right, guys.
Thank you. All right.
We're going to go to commercial. So in the meantime, before we go to commercial, during commercial, go to YouTube right now and sign up for our YouTube page that we just created. Subscribe to it. Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. Make sure you do that. And then also make sure you go to Facebook during the commercial break, too, and like our page. And then fill up on Tito's, and then we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin. Galaxy Luxury.
And we're
back.
Sharon Pope, she's a master life coach and international best-selling author. She wrote 6 books on love and relationships.
Wow.
One of them's got to help me. She's helped thousands of women heal their hearts, move on from heartbreak and divorce, and be able to open their hearts again. And she's going to discuss the 3 biggest things that keep us from finding the love that we want. Right? I can't wait to find out the 3 biggest things.
There you go.
Sharon, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Sharon.
Hey.
Hi. So excited to meet you finally.
Yeah, me too.
I love the lotus behind your head, by the way.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Gorgeous.
Connie said it made me look like an angel. Is it working for me?
Yes.
That's right. You're an angel, Sharon.
And you're wearing pink for us, but we can't really see it that well. But it's under there.
There you go. We see it.
Yeah, take it off. Take it off. No. That's the after party.
That's the after party.
I love it.
So before we dive into the 3 biggest things that keep us from finding love, can you give us a little bit about your background, how you started coaching? I know you were in a marriage once, got divorced, and now found the love of your life finally.
Nice.
By using your own principles.
I had to create them, though. No one was around to tell me about them. So
Aw.
I took a long, hard path.
The nerve.
Yeah, and so actually that's really the reason why I use my life, like the things that I learned and the period of time that created the most growth in my own life. And now I use that combined with my coaching tools to help, women find the love that they really want for themselves.
I love that.
So yeah, I had, the white picket myth.
I love it.
When I was 27, I thought, oh yes, I need this man who is very safe and stable, and he will never hurt me, and he won't lie to me or cheat on me as some boyfriends had done. And so, after a year of us being together, and he hadn't yet told me he loved me, instead of taking that as some really valuable information, I decided to give
Sharon, it was a year?
Yes.
Screw him! That should have been the first sign.
I know, but I'm like, I should have just been like, oh,
right.
Good to know.
Right.
But no, I give him an ultimatum. Of course, he says yes, and I start building our lives together.
And you know what's so funny? So many people do that, which is so.
Yes.
It's a common.
Yes, a lot of women find me, and they'll say, like, a lot of the women that find me, they're like in their 40s and even 50s, and they'll say, I knew when I got married that maybe I was, taking the safe approach where there wasn't any passion, but I can maybe raise a kid with this guy or something like that, and it just doesn't work long term, or at least I would say it didn't work for me. So,
it doesn't work. That's why we were single for so long, right here.
Yeah.
You're just getting it done right, ladies.
That's right.
I love it. So
after 11 years, that marriage ended, and then after that, I went through my own escapades of, because I thought that the way to heal my heart was to just get out there and start dating like crazy.
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
To put it mildly.
Yeah. So, I did that, got my heart broken. I did that again, got my heart broken, did it again, heartbroken. And, I finally just had to, like, sit down and start getting real with myself about how I was actually creating these experiences. And if I could create them, then it was in my control to create what I really wanted. So that's what I started doing.
We love it.
Can you explain that a little bit further for people who aren't, hip to the law of attraction and that type of stuff? How are we creating or attracting those same type of people into our life over and over?
Okay.
And how do we change that?
Yeah, I will give you probably the most, the biggest piece of evidence that I had about this.
Okay.
So there was a time, so this was after my divorce and before I met my husband. And there was a time that was literally within I'm going to say a 10-day or 2-week time frame, that I had 5 different men reach out to me, all of them in committed relationships.
Wow.
One was married, one was living with someone, one was engaged, and 2 were dating someone seriously.
Wow.
And so, I could have adopted the story that all men cheat, or men are just dogs, or everyone I attract is taken. But at some point, I had to look at it because the only common denominator in that situation was me. And so what I found was that I was willing to settle for crumbs. I didn't expect anything of them, and crumbs were all they had to give. So, Of course, they just kept calling me. So that was on me to change.
I love that because so many people don't
It's true.
realize that. It's them attracting these idiots.
They didn't know each other.
Right. And
Right.
But it's great, too, because another point is that they keep being okay with it, and then they wonder why it doesn't work out. It's because they keep attracting the same.
Well,
I don't want to use the D word.
Right, and that actually leads us into one of the things that keeps us from getting the love that we want, if you want to jump right into that.
Sure. What are the 3 biggest things that keep us from finding the love that we want, Sharon?
The first one is when we don't see our role in the creation of our experiences.
I love that. Not many people get that.
No. Can we repeat that? That deserves repeating.
It does.
Let's take the example that I just had, where, all men cheat.
Yeah.
All men are dogs. No one can be faithful, or all I attract are, unfaithful men, or they're taken. And so I keep that story. Let's say the story I'm going to stick to is everyone I attract is taken. And so then what do? But I go out with all my girlfriends, and we sit over cocktails, and I tell that story about how, see, everyone who approaches me is taken.
Yep.
And then what do? But I actually recreate that experience because I carry that story around with me. And the problem is, it's the exact story of what we don't want.
Right.
Right? And we tell our therapist about it, we tell our girlfriends about it, and we stay stuck in the story that the only men that I attract are taken.
It's
and
true.
That's just an example. But you can have any story. It can be, everyone that I like doesn't like me. I hear that one.
Oh, everyone that I like doesn't like me. Yes. Wait,
Yeah.
that's a lot of my single friends always say that.
Oh, I'm too old. This
Yes.
is going to be really hard for me at my age. No one's going to want to date me. I have children. You know, like, come on. Like, do you guys have stories that you have ever carried in your life?
Of course. I feel like I always attract the same people that don't stay. They are not ready for commitment. So that's the same story I always tell. Like, they never stay. Right, Connie?
Yeah.
I tell
Yeah.
Connie all the
Yeah. Well, no, you know what it is? Chrissy is such a loving person
Thank you,
that when
Connie.
she meets somebody, sometimes she allows certain behaviors that are signs and she kind of overlooks them because they have other great qualities.
Right.
And so that's what it is.
Yes.
So,
So here's how you solve this, right?
Yes.
You start loving with your eyes wide open. Like, what's the Maya Angelou quote who's like,
When
people show
someone
you who
shows
they
you
are,
who they are the first time, believe them.
believe them. They're not
That's
holding
my
out
favorite
on
quote.
you. And you're not magical enough to change them. Like, they're showing you.
Yes.
You should take it as valuable information.
right.
Now, how do you change that? So say someone is experiencing the same thing over and over with the same type of guy that they're attracting.
Yeah.
What you're saying is we shouldn't be telling everybody, our friends or anybody, like, oh, this happened again. He didn't call me or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so two things.
Okay.
Love with your eyes wide open.
Okay.
Right? Believe who they're telling you that they are, who they're showing you that they are.
Right.
I have a funny joke that frogs can't swallow with their eyes wide open.
Wait.
Frogs can't swallow
Frogs
with.
can't swallow with their eyes open. They blink their eyes when they swallow, and I'm like, what are you swallowing in love and relationships that you should not be?
I love that.
Yeah, that's
So
cute.
just like, and then stop telling the story of what you don't want over and over again, because then all you do is then start creating that same experience. It's like, you know how Colleen at the very beginning, you said, if you're a happy person or if you're a miserable person, you can't attract someone who's awesome.
Right.
It's the same thing. If you think that you're going to attract men that cheat and every piece of evidence shows you that everyone you attract cheats, who do you think you're going to attract? Mr. Nice, faithful, committed?
No.
How do we change that pattern then? How do we stop it if we're not intentionally trying to attract these type of people?
Well, I mean, I think you've just got to become more conscious in your dating. Like, all right, if we took your example, like, all right, so men that come to you, they're not ready to commit.
Right.
So I would go, okay, let's poke around in your life a little bit and say, where are you not quite ready to commit in different parts of your life? And then how is it that you're potentially even creating that experience of attracting men who have no intention of committing, or they're just not ready to commit,
Okay.
Right.
right? And so, and I look at this as, like, don't use it as something to beat yourself up with. That just hurts. And frankly, we have enough. We
Right.
have enough things to beat ourselves up with as women. So I just say, like, get really, I call it compassionate curiosity.
Oh, I like that.
Get really just compassionately curious about, all right, what am I doing that could be actually keeping me from getting what I want? Because if we have the victim story of, like, well, it just works out for everybody else but not me,
Right.
it's not going to help.
Right. And I think, too, that very often people, when they go on dates and they attract the same person, they start to think it's them.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
is. I mean, there's a participation in there that's attracting it, of course, but I think it's also when you see the behaviors, you're overlooking it. So you're allowing that person to have more power over your feelings and dictating how the relationship goes
Right.
versus being like, oh, you're really cool, you're really nice. I don't feel it because obviously you're a jerk and I don't want to say it. And then moving on instead of trying to make them the one.
Yeah, like, look at, like, just, like, when I say get compassionately curious, start asking yourself the question of, like, what am I overlooking
Right.
that maybe I shouldn't be? What am I allowing that maybe I
like
shouldn't
that.
be? What am I accommodating
Right.
that doesn't feel good? Like, sometimes we kid ourselves and we tell ourselves that this particular relationship we're in, like, it's enough when we know it isn't.
Right.
So we just got to start telling ourselves the truth.
I love that. So the three biggest things, could we go through each one just so everyone's clear, and then we could go more in depth with each one?
Yeah, so the first one is owning our role in the creation of our experience.
Okay.
If we don't do that, if we're a victim and it's everybody else's fault and life just happens to me as opposed to through me, that will keep you from getting the kind of love that you really want. Number 2 is when we think we can change him.
Oh, that's like the biggest. I want to smack someone in the face when I hear that. I want to be like, you know what? Don't waste your time.
We all know this intellectually that we cannot change another human being, but for some reason it doesn't stop us from trying.
Right. That's how women.
I'll give you an example of one of my clients who, I'll call her Joy. That's not her name, obviously.
Obviously,
but
she would have had
this,
that situation.
With a name like that.
Yeah. She had this pattern of dating these, I'm going to call them bad boys. Men
we call them losers, but yes, go ahead.
Very sparkly jobs, you know, an NFL agent and a stockbroker and a business owner and things like that.
NFL guy.
And so she liked men that had some power and confidence about them. She liked men that were uninhibited. And she liked men who were kind and gentle and considerate and caring.
That sounds like mine.
And now, like, a lot of girlfriends would tell you, oh, you can't get all that. And I'm like a believer in you can get whatever you want.
Love
Me
that.
too.
Love that.
Nothing's off limits. But the problem was she kept trying to change, like, a lion into a domesticated cat. Like, thinking that she can love him enough that he will change his mind and he will want to settle down and create a family together. And again, you know, repeatedly with guy after guy, she kept thinking that she could love him enough to somehow convince him that to change his ways, I guess. I don't know. But it just doesn't work.
No. And
so at that point, what should you do? If you see that happening, if you see the red flags, what you're saying is they should get out at that point and hold out for the right person.
Yes. Yeah, again, it's like, it's hard enough to change ourselves. Like, we've got to stop believing that we are magical enough to change someone else. Like, I'll tell you this. If we could create in each other's experiences, like if I could take the heartache and pain away from my clients, I would do it. Because God, I'd be a millionaire and they'd be out of pain. But I can't do that for them.
Right.
And it's not that people can't change, but they mostly, we change when we're in a lot of pain. And we got to find another way to do it.
Right.
So he's not in a lot of pain. So quit trying to change him. Just see him. This is who he is. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's not good or bad or just that's what he is. And you guys want different things. She wanted a committed relationship who wanted to get married and have kids. But she kept dating guys who really enjoyed their freedom.
Wow.
Now, Sharon, if you could just talk a little bit more, because I know with that kind of situation, a lot of times the one thing that they do overlook, which I know a lot of people do, especially when they do online dating and they're meeting people, is that when they go on dates, they overlook the qualities that they do want so they can see evidence of the fact that they're getting closer to what they want. So it may not be the whole picture, but let's say the NFL agent had a job that was secure and financially, stable, and perhaps Sally Sue wanted that, so she's getting closer. It doesn't mean he's the one. But the appreciation of the fact that when the qualities do start appearing, to take that as a sign to keep moving forward and appreciate and have fun and, be okay with it versus trying to make that the one.
Totally. Yes. I have a client right now who she was kind of feeling bummed. She's like, is this ever going to happen for me? And what we did is we went back through the different men that she had dated over, say, the last year. And there was probably 8 or 10. And as I said, I'm like, all right, what do you want to take from this relationship? What do you want to take from this relationship? What about this one? And what was really cool is at the end of it, it was like, okay, so you've proven to yourself that you can get all those things that you want. You just haven't found them in the same man. But you're proving it to yourself that there's nothing that you can't have. You can have everything that you want.
So she should be like that show where the guy marries like 10 women. That's going to be me. I'm gonna have to, each guy's going to have the quality I want. I'm going to marry 10 of them. I'm going to do that.
There's a great book out there that talks about how the 5 things you need in a man.
Yeah.
And they say, don't expect to get all 5 things in one man, ladies.
I love it.
And it was like a man you can dance with, a man who can buy you things, a man who can fix things, a man who can make you laugh, and a man who you can have great sex with.
Oh, geez, we're not going to get all 5. Shoot. What's your top 3?
Yeah.
Figure that out.
I love it.
I love it. So I know in your coaching program, I don't know if you wanted to go in more depth with the 3 things, but I know that you talked about in your coaching program that you guide women through those 2 important phases, finding their courage and healing their heart.
Yeah.
If you want to discuss that a little bit, I think
Sure.
that's...
So the first phase is where you really start taking a look at your role in the creation of the experience.
Yeah.
You look at your patterns of what keeps consistently happening. And then after that is when we can start getting really clear about what it is that you want. And who do you need to forgive? Like, what do you need to leave behind, right? Because whatever we don't heal from a past relationship, all we do is we carry that as baggage into the next one, making future loves pay for sins of past loves, right? Like, if the last guy I dated lied to me, I'm going to be overly cautious with the next guy. I'm going to be looking for reasons to not trust.
Right.
So I'm making him pay for something that he had no part in.
Right.
Right? So we've got to do that work of healing before we can then open up to, okay, what is it that you want? Now let's turn our eyes towards the future of how to create that love experience for yourself. And that's all about it's not about what you're doing.
Okay.
It's about who you're being and who you're becoming. And that's the third one.
So it's becoming the person that you're looking for.
Yeah, like, let's say someone recently, they said to me when I was asking them what they wanted in love, and they gave me some characteristics, and they said, I want someone who's spontaneous. And I said, awesome, tell me about the last spontaneous thing you did. And she said, oh, no, I don't do anything now, but when I have someone, then I'm going to be able to do it. And I'm like, it doesn't really work that way. Like, if you want a passionate sort of relationship, you have to go out and live passionately. If you, like, health attracts health, unhealth attracts unhealth.
And I think that's a
like,
great point. Most people don't realize that. If you're needy, you're going to attract needy guys, which is like...
Right. When I was attracting men that weren't committed to anything or even themselves, like, that had something to do with me. So...
And how important, I know you were speaking about this to me privately, how important is the list?
I love the list. Listen, Sharon, I found my home through the list.
That's true. But it's not so much about, oh, he's got to have dark hair, he's got to be tall. You focus really on the feeling of the person that you're wanting. That's what we should be focusing on when we make a list?
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of times when people approach me, they want to talk to me about, like, well, what dating sites should I be on, and how many dates should I go on a week, and what should my profile say, and, you know, all of that stuff. And that's fine. It's just not what I'm about, because it's not, I don't think you have to do it. I don't think you have to make love happen, like wrestle it to the ground.
I like that.
You know, it's more like invite it in. And I think what I've seen happen is that, like, especially with online dating, it's like such a sorting process. So you have this mental checklist. And so then we get together with someone just for coffee or a drink just to get to know them. And it's like an interview process based around your checklist, as opposed to just, like, genuinely wanting to get to know someone.
It's true.
You know, so yeah, I think it's about, I think we should go deeper than that checklist. He's got to have this kind of job. He's got to have this kind of relationship with his family. Even, like, he's got to make this much money. He's got to be this tall. He's got to brown hair, whatever, right?
That sounds like a weirdo checklist.
I know.
I love it. This sounds like a weirdo checklist.
I want to know, like, when you wake up in the morning in the arms of your beloved, how do you want to feel?
I love that.
That's great. No, I love it too.
When you are sitting across the table from them over a candlelight dinner, what do you want to feel?
You love it.
Content, secure, loved, what?
Cherished, adored.
Adored. That's a great word.
Thank you. I love that word, by the way.
All right, Sharon, we have some more great questions, so don't go back. We're going to go to a quick commercial, refill
Grab a
Tito's, go to YouTube, subscribe to our page. You know,
like our page. Sign up for our Sip and Paint.
Hell to the yeah.
Is the #1 fence provider on Long Island, with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Did you hear me the whole time?
We're back.
I hope you heard me the whole time.
Of course we did. How could we not hear that voice?
Guys, I was
that
off.
Distinctive voice.
Somebody shut Crazy Chrissy off, and I don't like it.
Never. We would never do that.
All right, Sharon, before we went to commercial, we were talking about online dating. And a lot of my single friends are frustrated with online dating. And I know you were saying a very good point. You don't feel like you have to make love happen. So if somebody's frustrated with that, online dating and being on all these sites and getting nowhere, meeting all these jerks, would you suggest just getting off everything and just letting it happen? Or what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think that you can find love in any what feels good to you, but it has to feel good. So if online dating doesn't feel good and it feels like a part-time job that you just took on,
right,
then you're never going to show up with the kind of energy trying to achieve you. So go out, live your life. If you want spontaneous, go be spontaneous. If you want passionate, go live a passionate life. You want someone who travels, go travel. Like I think anymore people think if you want to find love, you have to be online. Now, granted, this is coming from someone who met the love of her life online.
Wow.
It's a great way to meet a lot of people, but like I tell my clients, like if we can get it to a place of where it feels good, where it's like I'm going to get to know some people.
Okay.
He's going to get to know some people. Like, I'm not going to interview them. I'm just going to learn about them. I'm going to be genuinely curious in other people. And if it feels good when I'm sitting with them, then I might go out on another date.
Okay.
You know, like, I just keep following the feeling of, like, you know, the game when you were a kid of warmer, colder, and you would hide something, and then you direct someone to find it by saying,
yes,
you're getting warmer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're getting warmer. Like, you can date using that strategy.
I love that.
Warmer, great.
I'm gonna be like, I'm feeling a little cold right now, and you gotta go.
And you gotta go.
Colder, like, pay attention. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not necessarily time to, like, run the other direction. It's freezing.
Right.
But if it's cold, like, pay attention.
Right.
Show something that doesn't feel that great. Like, just play the warmer, colder game. You can have anything you want, and you can attract it and go in any way that you want, but it has to feel good. If it's work, if it's a pain, it's not going to work for you.
How do we attract it then to make it clear for people out there that don't understand, you know, the law of attraction basic principles? If we want something, you know, we want the love of our life, what are the steps to take to get there?
Well, like I said, like, all right, so you can, all these things are just tools, right? An online dating website is just a tool. Mm-hmm. You going out and living your life can be an approach. Now, I'm not going to tell you that sitting home and hoping that the UPS guy is pretty cute. Like,
no, please no.
Like, may not work.
Hope he's got a big package for me. Sorry, you guys set it up. I had to take it. Sorry about that. Continue, Sharon.
You get to create it. and the other thing is everyone automatically goes to, okay, that means I got to be on Match. Right. Well, Match is like, it's the giant of the industry, right? So you got to know, like, they have everyone. So you're going to have to sift through everyone. But there are a lot of smaller, niche online dating sites that get you closer to what you want. Like, there's a law of attraction singles, right? There's
like all but 5 people on there. There's like 5 people on there.
I saw an ad on TV for like an online dating website for farmers.
Oh my God, I saw that.
You did?
If they have one for farmers, they probably have one for something that's interesting to you.
Okay, I like that.
Right.
Yeah, so go with the niche one.
There you go. I'm going to invent it.
Yeah, exactly. So Sharon, basically, just so our viewers get it, online dating should be about having fun. And for most people, it's about going out there, practicing, seeing how you're doing in terms of attracting the right person that you're wanting. It shouldn't be the end-all, be-all. Because I always tell people that go out there, go on online dating just to get yourself out there, but be open in terms of get a life first, and you can attract someone else who has a life.
Yes, and you're right, absolutely. Be open to the process. That's perfect. But it doesn't have to be something that's super onerous or that is like a part-time job. Right. You know, if it starts to feel bad, take a pause.
We love that. And we totally agree. We think that you should only do what feels good and it's fun.
Yes. Yeah. Now, how do we get from the...
Take the opportunity, like when a guy shows up that isn't a match for you, to then just use that yourself up. Like somehow, you know, like you're not enough and I just keep attracting tools. So it must be something to do. Like, again, be compassionate with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Mm-hmm. You're at least being aware and conscious about what it is you want and trying to create it.
Right.
I love it. And you talk about how to get from the hell no to the hell yes.
Yeah.
How does somebody get from the hell no to the hell yes?
Okay.
Because we all want to.
So when I use this with my clients, it's because they're still hanging on to something in the background. Some like little hope that the ex will come back. Or
been there.
Something that, like, you know.
Been through a lot of jugs of Tito's on that one.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on here, but I have a client who she said, oh, he's just an STD. And I was like, what is that?
God, what? Is she an idiot?
It's an STD. And I said, what does that mean? And she goes, oh, he's just something to do.
No, what?
Oh, my
God.
Why would you do anything that's associated with
I don't want it.
And it just creates clutter around you and around your heart. You're tied up in different places and all over. And that means you can't make way for that hell yes to come waltzing right in.
Right.
Right.
So sometimes you got to look at what am I hanging on to that isn't really serving me? What past relationships am I still sort of burning a candle for?
Right. I always say that you say to the universe what you want, and yet you accept less. So you're saying, well, I want this, but I'll accept this, so you can't get what you want.
Right. I'll accept the crumbs.
Yeah, I'll accept the crumbs.
Right.
Exactly.
The universe doesn't understand no.
Exactly.
It is an inclusive universe. So if you're thinking, this is all I get, this is all I get, this is all I get, this is what you're going to get. If you're thinking, man, I attract some amazing men, even if he's not a match for me, even if he's not a fit. Gosh, wasn't that really cool? Like, I loved hearing about his job. His job is incredible. Like, I'm not attracted to him, but it's like you're just learning about people. Just become curious about people. Leave the checklist at home.
But what if somebody's frustrated? They feel like they've tried everything and they're still not attracting the love of their life.
Then I say, take a pause from dating. And so that's what I did. Like, I was like dating, trying to make love happen. I was on like several different sites, and it wasn't, and mostly what I was doing is I was distracting myself, and I was kind of numbing myself. And I was like, you know what? I need to get comfortable with my own company. Like, I need to be able to sit home on a Saturday night and not make it mean anything about me.
Right.
If I don't like my own company, why should I expect someone else to?
I like that phrase.
You know, it's stuff like that. Like, I started treating myself a little bit nicer. I started realizing that this might sound corny given the tone of our conversation, but it's like, my heart is the most precious gift I can give to someone. So why am I handing it out like Halloween candy?
Oh, wait, I love that.
I think that's a good point, that a lot of people, they don't know that, or they don't follow that.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite phrase. I'm getting a shirt with that
Don't treat
saying.
your heart like Halloween candy.
Sharon, I'm making a shirt with that saying on it.
It's true.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'm not giving out my heart like Halloween candy
You
anymore.
should make shirts and sell them on your website. I love that. I would buy it.
You got to be hell yes to make it in here, buddy.
I love that.
It's true.
All right, so how do we get from point A to point B? To wrap it all up, the three major things. Hold on, the three biggest things that keep us from finding love.
Right.
Get compassionately curious
Okay.
about your past experiences,
Okay.
the patterns that you've seen, the stories that you're carrying, and just become really curious about, okay, what's my role been in it? What did I allow, accommodate, or overlook that maybe I shouldn't have? And absolutely forgive yourself for it, because like, you did it for the possibility of love. And I don't know a woman alive who hasn't abandoned her heart at one point or another for that possibility. Like, I've done it.
Yep, we've all done it.
We've all done
All
it,
done
of
it.
course.
So just notice it, because noticing it can be enough. You don't have to wrestle that to the ground either.
Don't beat
The
yourself
second
up.
thing is stop thinking that you can change him.
Ugh,
Like, just get to know him, who he is, as he is. And if you can love him right there, then awesome. And if you can't, it's okay. But where we get into trouble, and I would say years and sometimes decades of heartbreak, is when my favorite saying right now is, if you'd be different, I'd feel better. And it's like what we do to each other. Like, if you'd be nicer to me, I would be happier. If you would believe in me more, I'd be more confident. If you would pay attention to me, then I would be happier in this relationship. It's like we keep looking for other people to make us happy, when it's like, by the way, like, that's on us to do. It's not his job. He didn't come into this soul to make you happy.
And that's what a lot of people don't get.
Right, that's a good point, Sharon. So can you just talk a little bit more, because a lot of times people are unhappy being single. They think they're going to meet Mr. Right, and all of a sudden they're going to be happy, but they don't realize that being in a relationship highlights their insecurity, and it just gets worse. So
yeah, it's like no matter what relationship you move into, you're taking yourself with you. So that's who's responsible for your happiness. Like, even if you want to get a little spiritual for a second, but it's like, think about that concept. Like, some other human came into the soul, and his goal was to make you happy. And it's like he can't possibly.
Right.
Because he can't create in your experience, but you can create in your experience. So it's like, you got to start taking some responsibility for that. Like, how in the world can he possibly do something for you that you can't do for you, or that you refuse to do for you?
Right, and what people don't realize, that even if he is able to make you happy, if he leaves tomorrow, you're screwed.
Right.
So suddenly you're unhappy.
Right.
Your
so
happiness
you're allowing
walked out the door.
Exactly. And I think that's the biggest thing, too, that people, they don't get. Yeah. That if you're not happy yourself, you're giving your power away by letting someone else make you happy. But yet, if they were to leave tomorrow or show behaviors that are not something that you want, you don't want to walk away because you're so addicted to feeling happy because he makes you happy.
Right.
But it's a false happiness.
Yeah, so Connie, take that example and do it like by 5 times. So the last 5 guys, when they left, my happiness went out the door.
Right.
Then a new guy came, my happiness went out the door. At the end of those 5 relationships, how do you think that woman's going to feel about herself?
Insecure, and that's a problem.
Right. But it had nothing to do with her.
Exactly.
It just wasn't a fit. That's okay. That's really important
People don't
information
get that,
to know. Like,
Yep.
oh, we just want different things. He wants his freedom. I want to be married with children or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
How do you help somebody then move from that point of devastation of losing somebody where they feel like that was the one for me,
Okay.
and getting to the place of feeling like, all right, looking at it a logical way of this wasn't my match, and that's why it didn't work out, instead of being devastated.
Yeah, so these are a lot of the women that I work with. Because, like, no one calls a love coach when your love life is going great, right?
Right.
When you're sitting in heartbreak and you, like, can't figure out how to get out of bed some days. Like, you're crying. Like, the woman I just spoke with, it's been 4 years. She still cries several times a week about it. You know, she's still in heartbreak. She hasn't healed that. And this is really in line with my blog post for tomorrow, so you're going to love that. It's like, the title of it is something like the single worst advice I've ever heard from a therapist. Because one of my clients, she had been mourning a relationship, and she'd been out of it 3 years, and she still cried every single day for this relationship.
That therapist should be fired.
What?
They were together 13 years.
Aww.
And her therapist said, oh, just get out there and start dating again. That'll take it away. That'll take the pain away. And I'm like, that is so irresponsible, because number one, like, you're just going to, like, it's not going to work because your heart isn't open.
Right.
And you're going to
attract the same jerk.
Yeah, you're going to make the future guy pay for all the sins of the way the last guy hurt you. And then, by the way, like, so one of my clients, she was telling me about, she had started dating this guy. She started to care about him. She started to really like him. And he came back to her and said, you know what, I thought I was ready for a relationship, but I'm not. I'm still not over my ex. So when we do that, we're kind of playing with people's hearts. We're like, heal this for me because I'm not willing to do the work to heal it for myself so that I can really be open to the kind of love that I want.
I love that. That's true.
Like, when you're in heartbreak, the most important thing to do is to do whatever you can to heal that. Right? Now, some people hire coaches. Some people buy 1 million self-help books. Some people journal. Like, I journaled a lot when I was in heartbreak because it gave me a place for that to land. And it wasn't just spinning around in my head.
We love it.
But
All
do
right,
whatever
Sharon,
you need to do.
Listen, you're
I
amazing.
love that.
Great advice. Where can people find you?
Yes.
Oh, they can find me at SharonPopeTruth.com.
And you have a program, a coaching program that people can sign up for, right?
Well, I actually wanted to say that I am willing to give, I wrote a book. I wrote a couple books.
6, to be exact.
6. And one of them is about finding love and all the stuff that we just talked about and a bunch more. And so I would love to be able to give your viewers a signed copy of that book.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
Yeah. So all they need to do is send me an email. My email address is Sharon@SharonPopeTruth.com. And give me if they're in the U.S., give me your mailing address, and I will send you the book in the mail, signed and everything. If you're outside of the U.S., then I'll just give you the ebook.
That is so nice of you.
Yeah,
all my single friends will be jacking up your inbox tomorrow.
I welcome it.
All right, so do you have anything coming up that people can, you have a new book coming out, I thought you said, right?
I do. I have a new book coming out on September the 1st. It's a little bit off the topic of what we've been talking about here. It's called Why Isn't This Marriage Enough?
That's all right.
So that women who find themselves in that, the big house, and they should be grateful. He's a nice guy. Why am I not happy?
We know a lot of those too. Don't worry, Sharon. They'll be inboxing you as well for that copy.
Exactly.
So that's perfect. And if you go to my website, you'll be able to join my list, and then you'll be the first to know about how to download that book for free on September 1st. Just my list is the one that gets it first.
Yeah, there
awesome.
we go.
Thank you so much. So SharonPopeTruth.com, right?
You got it.
Thanks, Sharon. You're the best.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
Tune in next Wednesday. We're going to have our 1-year anniversary party video live. So tune in next Wednesday at 8 p.m. You can check it out.
Thank you, Sharon. Week. We love you.
Bye.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys.
You don't have to hang up yet, though. We'll take a selfie with you.